Tonight, we're getting more reaction from the Mesa County District Attorney on President Trump's social media post announcing he was pardoning Tina Peters. Our Grace Metcalf spoke with DA Dan Rubinstein, who once again tells us the president does not have the power to pardon her.
Yesterday evening, President Trump issued a pardon for Tina Peters, the former clerk and recorder of Mesa County. That's a symbolic gesture. He's the president of the United States, which means he has the authority as the top executive official to pardon federal crimes, but only Governor Polis has the authority, or only the governor has the authority to pardon state crimes.
During my interview, Rubinstein told me he was not surprised President Trump issued the pardon. He told us he had seen the pardon request from Peters' lawyer and that he has seen President Trump pardon others on state charges recently.
I was aware that there was a request from one of Ms. Peters' lawyers for him to do this. He cited some novel legal theory stating that because there was a federal nexus to what she did, specifically that she was required to protect election records under federal law, that he had the authority to pardon her. Unfortunately, that's just simply not the Constitution, and President Trump actually had acknowledged that in a prior interview that he had done in the Oval Office about 2 months ago.
In President Trump's announcement, he said that Peters is sitting in a Colorado prison for the crime of demanding honest elections, claiming that she wanted to make sure that elections were fair and honest.
None of the crimes that Ms. Peters committed were necessary for her to protect election records. She could have made a before and after image of the computer without lying to state officials, without lying to county officials, without stealing the identity of the local individual, the local computer science worker that they were going to hire or claimed they were going to hire in order for him to get credentials. So really none of these offenses have really anything to do with her required duties as a county elected official.
Back in October 2024, Peters was sentenced to serve 9 years after accused in a breach of election equipment in 2021. She was charged with 3 counts of attempting to influence a public servant, conspiracy to commit a criminal impersonation count 2, first degree of official misconduct, violation of duty, and failure to comply with guidance from the Secretary of State. Rubinstein says Trump's pardon makes it appear that federal authorities are not likely to be prosecuting anybody for these crimes. However, there's also state offenses that can be brought against people who commit these offenses, which he says would be bulletproof from presidential action. I am Grace Metcalf reporting.